Hello, it's Erica here from Me to You Paper Crafts, and today I have a product promotion. This is going to be available starting November the 1st, and it's until quantities last. So if you love roses, if you love gold foil accents, then I think you will enjoy this suite. And even though it's set up as a Christmas suite because of the greetings on it, I think it can be used year-round for all kinds of occasions. It's beautiful. The papers are absolutely stunning. The stamp set is stunning, and all of the extra pieces are stunning. So you can purchase it as an entire suite, all of the elements, and I'll go through all of the elements with you, or you can purchase any of the elements within this bundle. So let me go through all of the items for you. It's better to kind of see them in person. So first of all is the stamp set. It's a two-set stamp set. The first stamp set is a beautiful rose pieces. And actually, I'm going to show you the first set first. This will make more sense. So the first stamp set is a cling mount stamp. And it's this beautiful rose, all-in-one rose piece. And so you can stamp that out on your paper, and then if you want you can then add all of these little pieces on top of it. So it's kind of like a two-step stamping procedure. There are some lovely Christmas greetings on here, but like I said, you can use a stamp set for any occasion throughout the year. So let me get to the papers because these are absolutely stunning. There are three basic designs. This gorgeous, and I don't know if you can see the gold foil in there, these beautiful roses. Then there is this really stunning cherry cobbler and gold design. And then there are all of these roses here. And then I'll show you what the backs look like. So there are green elements and a little bit of the cherry cobbler in there for the Christmas theme. So these are very versatile papers, and I am going to show you some of the projects that I've been making with this. Now, the most important thing to note is on this large scale floral design, you can actually take one of the framelits. Sorry, the framelits are in here. And there is a large die here that will actually, I want you to notice on this paper there are rose, let's call it a flourish of roses, or an assembly of roses with leaves, and the ones that have the larger leaf, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them on this sheet, you can actually cut these out with this die. And so if you wanted to make a quick card and not have to do all of the coloring, because there is quite a bit of coloring on here, then you can just cut them out. And so to do that, you'll need to sort of cut around these pieces and then put them through your die cutting machine. For the other ones that have the smaller leaves on it, I simply just cut those out. So what I did to start was I took this whole sheet of paper and I cut out everything. I cut out the large ones with the die, and then I cut out the smaller ones. And then I took 3 of the sheets and I cut each one 4 by 5 1/4. So I ended up with this little package of ready to put together layers for my cards. And then I cut out all of these. I even cut out, I didn't want to waste anything, and so even towards the bottom of the sheet, you'll see that there are, we'll get that out of there, there are these little flourishes at the bottom. So I even cut these out because these are great to layer on the inside of your card, either at the bottom or on the side or at the top. And so they kind of look like this. So that was kind of fun. I did not want to waste a single piece of this paper. Now, so the other dies that are included in this set, I've cut them all out for you. This is what they look like. So you've got 2 labels in here. Now the lovely thing about this label is that it will also coordinate with our other stitched labels, and they are, I've got them over here. Here they are, here. These other stitched labels. These are the nested, stitched nested, or nested stitched labels. They were kind of profiled in the annual catalog with the bird suite and the beautiful papers with the bird suite. So you can coordinate this label with the stitched labels, so that's kind of nice. There's continued product coordination. You've got this lovely lattice piece, and you've got this fine piece as well, and then I just love this one. This makes a lovely corner element, or you can use it in lots of different design areas. So those are all of the framelits, including this large one. The thing to note is for the corner one, they've even actually given you 2 of them, so you can do 2 at a time. Now I've done a lot of this cutting with gold paper, which I'll show you on some of my samples. Also with this suite, you get some lovely enamel dots. I just love enamel dots, and they're gold and they've got sparkle in them. This adds some really great embellishments to your projects. And it also comes with this beautiful gold ribbon, and I have been enjoying this, and it ties into a bow really easily. It's just a lovely little trim. Then there was also a beautiful bracelet, which, as most of my friends and family and some of my customers know, I love jewelry, and so I couldn't help myself. I had to have the little bracelet, and it comes in this adorable little box, which you know that you can reproduce. And so this is the little gold bracelet. So it's got, I don't know if you can see it, it's got a rose on there. And then it's got a little Stampin' Up! Little sign on it. So I have been wearing this bracelet, and I just love it. But like I said, you don't have to buy the entire suite. I'll give you some pricing. The entire suite, and it has one product item number, 153947, so you can buy that whole bundle for $154, or you can choose to buy what you like. If you already have some rose stamp sets already, then you can, not get the rose stamp set, but I would recommend the dies, because then you can cut out some of the roses from the paper, and then you could purchase the ribbon and the enamel dots. So really it's up to you what you want to do with it. But for me, I wanted the whole thing because I just fell in love with it. So this will go on sale on November the 1st. And if you place a minimum $80 order, so any combination of things, then I will give you a PDF with some of these cards. So I'll give you all of the measurements for creating some of these cards. So I've got 4 cards that are going to be part of my PDF. Let me pull those out. So here's card number 1 that I created. And so this is a tent fold card. And as you can see from this, here is one of the smaller cutout rose, what can we call this? A bunch of flowers, a rose bunch. There's that beautiful label, there's the Merry Christmas stamp, and then of course I use some of the gold ribbon, and here's that beautiful gold flourish, isn't it? It's just stunning. It's beautiful, and it cuts out really, really well. And then of course I use the little enamel dots, and on the inside I put a strip of the paper in there. So that is card number 1. Card number 2, I love this. Here is another coordinating product. We have the Country Floral Embossing Folder. So I don't know if you can see, it's got roses on there as well. So that coordinates beautifully. And then I added a little piece, a little more of the flower. Let me just get rid of that. And then I did the Merry Christmas in gold, added some ribbon. So that makes a beautiful card, and this is how I did the inside of that one. Okay. And then card number 3 is this one here. This is a fun fold. And so lots of the rose paper inside. And then I used the stitched nested labels. Again, more gold on the label, more of the cutout flowers. Again, and then I used the stylish scroll. This is in the annual catalog. Or sorry, the holiday catalog. That's another beautiful scroll pattern for an embossing folder. And then this is what I did to embellish the top. So I used that little lace lattice, and then I put on more of that paper there. So that makes a very, very pretty card to give to somebody. That's card number 3. And then card number 4, this is where I did do some coloring with my blends. So I stamped the whole rose image, and I did it in the Mossy Meadow. And then I colored the leaves and I colored the rose. Coloring all of these little berries, I don't know about you, but that's a lot of coloring. I chose to leave them white. I think white looks stunning anyway. And then at the end, I cut this out, this circle out with the stitch circle framelits, and then mounted on some dimensionals, put a little bit of ribbon, and there you have it. And then I added that new glitter ice that we have in the holiday catalog. And so that, I thought, made a stunning card as well. So those are the 4 cards that you will receive as a PDF with all the cutting measurements and how I made those cards, so that you can go ahead and make some of your own. Here's a couple of extra cards I made. I made this card. So your basic colors are Cherry Cobbler. There is some Poppy Parade in here as well, so you could do Poppy Parade. There, of course, is the Mossy Meadow and the gold with the white. So my card bases are mostly white, Mossy Meadow, and Cherry Cobbler. And then this one. So here is those little corner embellishments underneath this tag. And I did some embossing in gold. So there's that card. This stamp is from another, if any of you were interested in the Advent calendar, there is a stamp set called Christmas Countdown, and it's kind of like an accent set. And so that's where I got this image here, which I thought went very well with this stamp set. So there's another coordinating product for you. And then last but not least, I made this card. And again, I took the embossing folder for the Country Floral, and then I used my stitch squares for a piece of gold. This is from another stamp set, this little embellishment at the back. I can't think of it at the moment what it is. I've used a number of different stamp sets. And then the greeting at the bottom. So there you go. There's one other card for you to look at. So there's lots of possibilities with this stamp set. Oh, one other thing. I did make a little bag, a little gift bag. So this is a tiny little bag that I made with this tag. And what I loved about, again, that corner, I actually put it at the top of I used the tag topper, and then I threaded it right through. And I thought that made a very, very nice little tag for my little bag here. So lots of possibilities with this. If you have any questions, if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd be really happy to help you out with any of your purchases and any of your project needs. I live in Victoria, British Columbia, so if you happen to live on the island here, you can always come to some of my classes that I host in my studio in my home. So that's it for now, everybody. I hope you think about this suite. It really is quite lovely. Lots you can do with it. So bye for now.